The Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor, Preserving a Unique Culture. By Darius Spearman, African Elements. A Mercer University professor and her students are preserving Gullah Geechee and African American history on Georgia's coast. This multi-year project focuses on St. Simon's Island. The Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor is a federally designated National Heritage Area. The U.S. Congress established it in 2006 to recognize and preserve the unique culture of the Gullah Geechee people. Source: National Park Service. The corridor extends along the southeastern U.S. coast. It spans from Pender County, North Carolina, to St. Johns County, Florida. Source: Mount Pleasant. Importantly, it includes the coastal plain and sea islands of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. The Gullah Geechee communities have traditionally resided in these areas, maintaining their distinct culture. Source: Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. The Gullah Geechee people are descendants of enslaved Africans. They came from various ethnic groups in West and Central Africa. Notably, they were forced to work on rice, indigo, and cotton plantations. Source: National Park Service. Their geographic isolation enabled them to develop a unique Creole culture. This culture has deep African roots. Furthermore, Gullah Geechee culture preserves more African linguistic and cultural heritage than any other African American community in the U.S. Source: Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. This includes a distinct Creole language, arts, crafts, foodways, music, and spiritual traditions. Source: Hidden Voices. The purpose of the Heritage Corridor is multifaceted. It aims to interpret the story of the Gullah Geechee culture. Additionally, it seeks to preserve their folklore, arts, crafts, and music. Source: National Park Service. The corridor also aims to identify and preserve sites, historical data, artifacts, and objects associated with Gullah Geechee people for public education. Source: Mount Pleasant. The corridor is administered through a partnership. The National Park Service collaborates with the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor Commission. This partnership manages various Gullah Geechee historic sites and attractions. Source: Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. The corridor includes several significant sites. For example, the Charles Pinckney National Historic Site is part of the corridor. The Penn Center on St. Helena Island is another key site. Additionally, the Gullah Museum of Hilton Head Island attracts many visitors. Source: National Park Service. These sites play a crucial role in educating the public about Gullah Geechee culture and history. Source: Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. The Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor is essential. It recognizes the unique cultural traditions of the Gullah Geechee people. Moreover, it assists in preserving and interpreting their heritage for future generations. Source: National Park Service. This corridor represents a vital effort to protect the living culture of a distinctive African American community. Source: Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor. In essence, the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor stands as a testament to the rich history and enduring legacy of the Gullah Geechee people in the southeastern United States. Dr. Melanie Pavich, an associate professor at Mercer, leads this important project. Her students interview African American elders on St. Simon's Island. Next, they transcribe the interviews and produce digital stories from these accounts. We are working against the clock to get as many oral histories as possible. Source: Mercer University. The St. Simon's African American Heritage Coalition helps identify elders for interviews. In addition, Amy Roberts, the coalition's executive director, is a descendant of slaves on the island. She has been instrumental in assisting this project. The Gullah Geechee people are descendants of enslaved Africans. They worked on rice and cotton plantations in Georgia's coastal areas, including the Golden Isles. Furthermore, they have their own distinct language, culture, and traditions, passed down from their African ancestors. While the Gullah Geechee once made up most of the population in areas like St. Simon's, their numbers are now dwindling. Source: Mercer University. This project aims to preserve this unique culture before it disappears. Therefore, the students' work ensures that future generations will understand and appreciate Gullah Geechee heritage. The latest work from this initiative will be showcased on May 20, 2023, at Epworth by the Sea on St. Simon's Island. Specifically, the event, titled Wade in the Water, Gullah Geechee and African American Life and Culture on St. Simon's Island, will feature digital stories and musical performances. Dr. Pavich received multiple grants from Georgia Humanities to support this research. Additionally, these grants fund community engagement focused on documenting African American history in coastal Georgia. Our goal is to document and share this important piece of coastal Georgia's heritage. Source: Mercer University. Dr. Pavich's class collaborates with the local community. Consequently, the Street Simons African American Heritage Coalition provides crucial support. This partnership has been essential to the project's success. Moreover, Amy Roberts' involvement highlights the community's commitment to preserving their history. Her knowledge and connections have been invaluable. In summary, this Mercer University project is vital for preserving the Gullah Geechee culture on St. Simon's Island. Recording oral histories from African American elders helps document and share this significant part of coastal Georgia's heritage. Thus, the upcoming event will showcase the initiative's latest work, celebrating the vibrant culture and history of the Gullah Geechee people. This project ensures that the stories and traditions of the Gullah Geechee people are not lost to time. Source: Mercer University. Support African Elements at patreon.com/AfricanElements and hear recent news in a single playlist. Additionally, you can gain early access to ad-free video content. About the author. Darius Spearman has been a professor of Black Studies at San Diego City College, where he has been an educator since 2007. He is the author of several books, including Between the Color Lines, A History of African Americans on the California Frontier through 1890. You can visit Darius online at africanelements.org.